The crypto world is buzzing with one of the most significant announcements of the year. Ripple has officially partnered with what many are calling Swift's biggest competitor. Headlines are already screaming that the old financial order is under siege. Words like overthrown, replaced, and destroyed are being thrown around in forums and news outlets alike. Investors are asking themselves, is this the beginning of the end for traditional banking as we know it? Could XRP finally topple the decades-old legacy systems that have long dominated cross-border payments? The hype is undeniable and for good reason. If Ripple's on-demand liquidity solution is integrated into a global payments network that rivals Swift, the implications are massive. We're talking about a system that can move billions of dollars across borders in seconds with near zero friction and minimal cost. From a market perspective, this kind of adoption has far-reaching implications for XRP's price and long-term growth. When a digital asset like XRP is integrated into the core operations of major financial institutions, it signals a shift from speculation to real-world utility. This transition is crucial for the asset's credibility and future prospects, as it demonstrates that XRP is not just a trading vehicle but a tool with genuine value in the global financial ecosystem. Every time a major bank or financial network integrates ODL, XRP's utility increases, and with utility comes demand. This demand isn't just theoretical, it's driven by the need for faster, more efficient cross-border payments, which are essential for today's interconnected economies. As more institutions adopt ODL, the network effect amplifies, making XRP an increasingly attractive option for liquidity and settlement. Unlike speculative pumps based on rumors, this is a real-world driver of value. The more XRP is used to settle international payments, the more liquidity is required, creating a natural upward pressure on price. This organic growth is sustainable, as it's rooted in actual usage rather than hype, and it helps stabilize the market over time. Historical examples with Ripple show that institutional adoption events tend to lead to sustained price increases rather than short-lived spikes. These events often mark the beginning of new growth cycles, as more investors and institutions recognize the long-term potential of XRP as a bridge currency. For investors, this is the type of development that matters far more than hype cycles. It's structural growth, backed by tangible functional use of the token. It's a sign that XRP is maturing as an asset, with its value increasingly tied to real economic activity and global financial flows. The partnership also opens doors to new markets that were previously inaccessible due to high entry barriers and regulatory friction. By lowering these barriers, Ripple and XRP enable financial inclusion and create opportunities for businesses and individuals in emerging economies. With Ripple's technology bridging the gap, countries, banks, and remittance services can expand operations efficiently, and XRP becomes the neutral currency facilitating those flows. Ultimately, this positions XRP as a key player in the evolving landscape of global finance, with the potential to reshape how value moves across borders. At the same time, it's important to temper expectations. While the headlines may suggest that Ripple has destroyed the old system overnight, the reality is that legacy institutions will adapt gradually. Swift itself has been evolving, developing its own faster payment solutions, and the global banking infrastructure doesn't change instantly. What Ripple has done, however, is carve a seat at the table, a seat that gives XRP real-world relevance, visibility, and adoption. For the crypto community, this is a vindication of years of waiting. The technology is finally being integrated at a scale that matters. Investors should watch for metrics like transaction volume on ODL, partner announcements, and wallet activity, which provide concrete signals of growing adoption rather than relying solely on price action or hype-driven sentiment. So what does this mean for XRP holders and the broader crypto market? The implications are significant, and they play out differently depending on your investment horizon and perspective. Whether you're a day trader, a long-term investor, or simply curious about the evolution of digital assets, understanding these dynamics is crucial. In the short term, expect excitement, volatility, and speculative trading, especially as media outlets amplify the Swift competitor challenge narrative. Price swings may be sharp, as traders react to headlines and social media buzz with sentiment shifting rapidly. This period is often marked by emotional trading and quick profits or losses. So caution is advised for those looking to capitalize on short-term moves. In the medium and long term, focus on adoption metrics, partnerships, and the increasing flow of capital through ODL. Watch for real-world use cases, regulatory developments, and the pace at which financial institutions integrate XRP into their operations. These factors will ultimately determine the asset's staying power and relevance in the evolving financial landscape. Each integration strengthens XRP's position as a functional bridge currency in global finance, creating the type of structural demand that supports sustainable growth. As more banks and payment providers come on board, the network effect grows, making XRP increasingly indispensable for cross-border transactions. This is where hype and reality intersect. The headlines grab attention, but the underlying utility drives lasting value. It's important to look beyond the noise and focus on the fundamentals that will shape XRP's future trajectory. For anyone watching XRP, this partnership is not just a milestone. It's a statement that Ripple is no longer a fringe player in cross-border payments, but a serious contender shaping the future of global finance. The journey ahead will be defined by both innovation and execution, and those who understand the difference between short-term hype and long-term value will be best positioned to benefit. In conclusion, while the excitement around Ripple partnering with Swift's rival may tempt some to envision an overnight revolution, it's important to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The world of finance rarely changes in a single day, but rather through a series of strategic moves and gradual adoption. The deeper story here is about adoption, real-world utility, and strategic positioning. Ripple's approach isn't just about making headlines, it's about building a foundation for the future of global payments, one partnership at a time. XRP's role as the bridge currency in this expanding network demonstrates that its value isn't merely speculative, it's functional, serving a real purpose in facilitating seamless cross-border transactions. This is a significant shift from the days when digital assets were seen as little more than volatile investments. For long-term holders, this is one of the clearest bullish signals yet. True institutional integration and network expansion are exactly what sustain market relevance and drive price organically. When major players start to rely on a technology, it's a sign that the foundation is strong and the potential for growth is real. The crypto world may never view cross-border payments the same way again, and XRP is front and center in this transformation. As more institutions come on board, the ripple effect, pun intended, will likely be felt across the entire financial ecosystem. Whether you're a trader, investor, or crypto enthusiast, keeping an eye on this partnership and the flows it generates will be critical for understanding the next phase of Ripple's journey and the evolving landscape of global finance. The coming months and years could bring even more groundbreaking developments, so staying informed is more important than ever. Disclaimer: please remember, I am not a licensed financial advisor. The information shared here is based on my own research and opinions and should not be taken as professional financial advice. The content presented in these videos is purely for entertainment purposes. My goal is to inform, educate, and spark discussion, but ultimately your financial decisions are your own responsibility. I always encourage viewers to conduct their own research and consult with professionals before making any financial decisions. Take the time to analyze the facts, weigh the risks, and make choices that align with your personal goals and risk tolerance. Thanks so much for tuning in and being part of this community. Your support and engagement mean a lot to me, and I look forward to bringing you more updates and insights in the future. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Your feedback helps the channel grow and reach more people interested in the world of crypto and finance. Also, make sure you turn on the notifications to be the first to know when I release new content. That way you'll never miss an important update or analysis. I'm excited to catch up with you in the upcoming video. Take care, stay curious, and keep learning as we navigate the future of finance together.